Hi, everyone, and welcome to our 2024 end of year product launch event. I'm so excited to have you here today. 2024 was really a monumental year for Gipper. I mean, we released an insane amount of new functionality, taking us from a graphics creation tool to an all in one powerful content creation platform. And the great news is we are not done yet. Today, I will be unveiling a brand new Gipper experience that is designed to help you create content faster and easier than ever before. But also on today's launch event, we'll recap some of these amazing features that we've released this year. That way you're informed and can take full advantage of all that Gipper has to offer. Before we jump into it, I do want to say, though, a big thank you to all of you attending live today and to our over 4,000 amazing customers. Our customers are the real MVPs. These are youth clubs, athletic programs, schools, districts, and colleges run by people who dedicate their time and energy to supporting kids. They pour their hearts and souls into supporting kids. And so we are honored. It's truly a privilege to be able to build software that is aimed at helping make your life easier and to grow your impact. And we wouldn't be here today. I certainly wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for your support, your feedback, your ideas. Your DNA is truly within the Gipper product, within the Gipper experience. And so I hope today, as we do this launch event and as we do future launch events, you celebrate this yourself as much as we celebrate here at Gipper, because you are truly a part of it. You are on this journey with us. So again, a big thank you. And for those watching live, definitely take out your phones, open up the Gipper app, and post to social media using hashtag Gipper launch and tag us at GoGipper to celebrate and share your excitement. We are on social media. We have folks on the Gipper team that are on X looking for these posts. They'll be retweeting and interacting with them. So please, again, take out your phone, post, and include hashtag Gipper launch and tag us at GoGipper to share your excitement. Before we showcase the new experience, I'm going to kick it over to Ryan Huang, our head of product at Gipper, to highlight some of these awesome features that we've already released so far in 2024. Ryan, take it away.
This year, we've made so many amazing updates to Gipper that make it faster, easier, and more powerful than ever. As 2024 comes to a close, we wanted to take a look back at all these great updates that we've made throughout the year. First, we've added thousands of high-quality templates to help you easily promote your athletic program and even your school. This year wasn't just about continuing to add some of our most popular graphics, like game days, score updates, schedules, and awards, which, by the way, we added a lot of those. But it was also about expanding the library by now including hundreds of school marketing templates to really help those outside of athletics promote an entire school or even an entire district. You'll soon start to see more sport-specific graphics as well, and even more district and league-oriented graphics to help you promote across multiple schools. We're so excited to continue to expand the templates that we provide to really help you promote your entire organization. To make these templates even easier to find, we also recently improved our graphic search. So now, even if you misspell a word or if you search across multiple keywords or phrases, we'll be sure to show you all the relevant results so you can find exactly what you're looking for. We've also made customizing graphics in our editor easier, faster, and way more powerful. With AutoBrand, at the click of a button, you can instantly apply your logos and your colors directly to any template. Then, you can easily shuffle between different color combinations to find that perfect look. Now, as a reminder, for those workspace admins that are out there, make sure that you set up your workspace logo and your workspace colors so that anyone within your workspace can use AutoBrand. For those of you that like to customize our templates, we've also added simple features that you've been asking for a long time. Features like delete, where you can now click on any element and click to delete, or even use the delete button on your keyboard. Similarly, you can use our duplicate feature, where now clicking on any element, you can easily click to duplicate the element, or even use keyboard shortcuts like Control-C or Command-C to copy it to your clipboard. Then, if you use Control-C or Control-V to paste it, not only can you paste it inside of the same graphic, but you could switch between graphics and paste elements across different graphics to drastically save you time as you're creating all the amazing content that we've seen you create. We've also made it easier to add elements to any of our graphics. Now, from the top menu, you'll see options to add text, images, and even logos. When adding text, you'll even see pre-formatted text options that match all the text styles that are already on a graphic to hopefully save you a lot of time. And then, of course, any of these added elements will then be accessible through the corresponding areas in the left navigation, so you'll always be able to find whatever you've added. This year was also about expanding the power of the Gipper platform by letting you use it to manage your entire organization's social media presence and to also give you even more channels and ways for you to engage with your community. So to close out the year-end recap, I wanted to highlight our content planner and our newsletter features. Content Planner lets you easily manage all of your social media accounts from one place. You can use it to create a post that gets sent out and shared instantly across all of your channels at once. So when creating a post, you can select which channels you want it to go out to. You can add a caption. And by the way, you can now create posts with only a caption. Then you can also add optional photos, a video, and you can even use it to promote your newsletters. With Content Planner, not only can you easily post across all of your channels at once, but you can use it to see and manage all of your upcoming posts, making it really easy to manage everything from one place. You can even use our mobile app to access the Content Planner so you can post and manage all of your content on the go. And last but not least, newsletters. With Gipper newsletters, we've made the easiest way for you to create professional, on-brand digital newsletters that can be used to celebrate, share information, and ultimately promote your program, your school, or your entire district. Creating newsletters is as simple as using one of our templates. When you open up a template, you'll see a header graphic at the top. You can select this to open up our library of pre-made header graphics, where you can find that perfect look. Once you open one that you like, you can use our auto brand feature, where you can automatically apply your logos, your colors, and even shuffle colors to find that perfect combination. Once you're happy with it, you can instantly drop that directly into the newsletter. From there, you can easily add text, images, or a gallery. You can add a video. You can even add external links to things like tickets, schedules, or even your website. And when you're happy with the newsletter, you can then publish it, where you can have a publicly accessible link that you can share anywhere, including email or on messaging apps. And you can even use Gipper to directly post this and share it to social media. Now, to close out this year-end review, I wanted to share some creative ways that we've seen newsletters being used to hopefully give you some inspiration as you look to create more newsletters over this next year. The first example that I wanted to highlight is one of our districts sharing out a weekly newsletter. In the weekly newsletter, they highlight key achievements by students and athletes across all their schools, and they share information like upcoming schedules and also link out to other important information. Now, this district has gone a step further by also creating a newsletter that links out to all the other newsletters. So this newsletter is used as what they call the newsletter headquarters, where anyone can come and see and access all the different newsletters that they've published. Here's an example of a weekly school newsletter that's used to share information with parents in the community. This school shares key updates about upcoming events and announcements. They have links out to the parent page and calendar. They talk about pre-ordering the yearbook, and they also do a weekly news spotlight highlighting key stories at that school. In this next example, you can see how newsletters can be used to create game day guides or visitor guides, where important information about an upcoming game can be shared, like information about facilities, where to buy tickets, and also about important policies that anyone attending a game should be aware of. These can also be shared with visiting teams and, of course, with the community looking to attend. Now, this school has gone a step further, and they've used newsletters to create a game day guide across all of their sports. So from one newsletter, they're able to link out to all the other game day programs across all their sports. And in this last example, you can see how this school has used newsletters to create a simple way to consolidate all of the important links that matter for this organization. Then they've taken it a step further, and on all of their social media accounts in the bio area, they've linked to that page to make it really easy to access all of those important links. This concept is known as a link in bio, and it creates a really easy way for you to promote your program and provide access to everything that matters most.
Thank you, Ryan. and truly so much value being delivered in 2024. I want to say a big thank you to our entire team. I know that they have been working tirelessly to ensure a world-class experience, not just in the product, but in every way that our customers interact with Gipper. So again, a big, big thank you. And as you know, this is not all, right? We have one major update to share, and let's get into it. Introducing the brand new Gipper experience, designed to make your content creation easier and faster than ever before. First up, I'm excited to introduce one of our most requested features, light mode. We've heard feedback that some people found our darker themed user experience intimidating or even hard to read in certain areas due to color contrast issues. This new user experience not only offers a lighter, modern, and more approachable look and feel, but it also improves the platform's accessibility for all users. Even better, we give you the ability to personalize the Gipper experience to your preference. Prefer dark mode? Simply use our top navigation bar to easily access your personal settings and select your preferred theme. If you are a current Gipper user, it's important to know that whether you are using light mode or dark mode on Gipper, the new user experience is not something you're going to have to learn. It's generally the same Gipper experience you know and love, but we've made it much more consistent and improved key workflows to ensure the platform is quick and easy to use for everyone. Now let's jump back into light mode and take a look at the graphics editing experience. Here I'm editing a game day template. I'll use Autobrand to apply our branding, and then I'll resize and reposition our logo. Once again, this is the same overarching editing experience that you're used to when designing graphics on Gipper, but with an improved look and feel. Two changes to point out. On the left editing section, you'll notice a checkered background for certain image thumbnails. This is an update we've made to clearly denote transparent PNG files. Another change, we've reorganized the top navigation bar in the editor to make it easier and more intuitive to find key editing features, like adding a drop shadow to an image or changing alignment with text. Now, let's publish this graphic to social media. As always, you can select which social media channels you'd like to share to, write in a caption, and have your post go out to all of your channels in one click. You can, of course, add more to your post. You can access your saved designs as you see here and select additional graphics. And you can access your gallery and drop in additional photos or a video to your post. I'm gonna stick with just this game day graphic and schedule it out for December 6th. Similarly to the graphics editing experience, we've left the publishing flow largely unchanged, except for overall enhancements to the look and feel for both light mode and dark mode on Gipper. Next up, let's jump into editing newsletters. Here we are at the newsletter template dashboard. I'm going to select this monthly update here. You can check out the preview of how this template looks and then start customizing. The first thing I'm going to do is replace this stock header graphic. To do this, I click on the header section of the newsletter and then click Select Image in the left editing section. I have a graphic already made, so I'm going to access my saved designs and then drop it right in. Next, I'm going to quickly update this text to be relevant for my newsletter, Bears Monthly. As you can see with newsletters, we've of course enhanced the overall look and feel, but importantly, we've also made updates to how you can edit certain sections to make creating newsletters even easier and faster. For example, take a look at how you can edit the layout style here. We've leaned into making editing more visual and generally more intuitive. Now we're going to drop in some of the Athlete of the Month graphics I have saved. One thing to point out as I do this, did you notice how much larger these designs look when I have my gallery or saved designs up? We've increased the size of the preview images for all content on Gipper. This makes it much easier to find exactly what you want when, for example, adding a new photo to a graphic or dropping in saved graphics into your newsletter as I'm doing here. Check it out again as I've replaced this stock photo for a photo of a coach in my gallery. Super easy. Now let's add a new section to this newsletter. Once again, I want to point out the editing section to the left. Take a look at the different image options and how we've communicated this visually to make it super obvious if you want to add 1, 2, or 3 images in a row to your newsletter. I'm going to stick with one image here and drop in a graphic. But as you get into editing newsletters on Gipper in this new experience, you'll see this visual style of communicating changes more and more. We want to make it drop dead simple for you as you make any updates to your newsletter. Okay, now let's publish this newsletter and get it shared with our community. I'm going to quickly save this in case I want to come back and update it later. Once saved, I have a published newsletter that anyone can view using the custom URL. I can copy the URL and share however I'd like, download a QR code, easily preview it directly in my browser, and of course, I can share the newsletter right to social media. The point here is we've made sharing your newsletter way more intuitive within the new Gipper experience. Now let's jump to the content planner where you can create and manage all of your social media posts. You'll see the button Create Post jump right out at you. Clicking here will allow you to create any type of social media post. We've seen this publishing flow before when sharing a graphic out to social media. This time though, I'll drop in 2 photos from my gallery to post and schedule out to social media. I'll speed through this as we've seen it before, but now let's imagine we've made a mistake. We called our athlete Jenny in the caption, but remember, she goes by Jennifer. No worries. You could of course delete the post from the content planner, but even better, simply click on the scheduled post to make an edit. We can then update the spelling and hit save, and we are good to go. All of this made quick, easy, and honestly delightful in the new Gipper experience. Finally, let's take a look at the gallery, where you can store and organize all of your images and videos. We've improved the overall look and feel of the gallery and key workflows like uploading your media, as you see here. You'll also notice a new toolbar appearing when you select files. This makes it even easier when you're moving, sharing, or deleting files. One other highly requested update to the gallery, we've made the preview images for all content much larger. That way, it's super quick and easy to both identify and organize your files. No more squinting to find what you need. From within the gallery, if you are on our Premier plan, you can easily take advantage of content requests to collect photos and videos from your community. I'm going to click on the new content request button in the top right corner to create my request. We'll pretend this is for collecting photos and videos from the families of our boys varsity soccer team. For those not familiar with content requests on Gipper, this will create a unique URL that you can share with anyone you'd like. They can then review the request prompt and upload files directly into it. Once uploaded, those files will be stored in your gallery on Gipper in a folder named after the title of your request. The point is, this makes collecting photos and videos super easy and even more powerful, as once stored in your gallery, you can of course use them in your graphics, newsletters, download them to your device, or even share directly to social. Okay, I'm almost done making this request. I'm just gonna set this request expiration for the end of the season, and then I'll update this to a multi-use request, meaning people can upload into it as much as they'd like until the request expires. Once created, you'll see I can easily click to copy the link. Now I have it copied, I can share it however I'd like, for example, via email, messaging apps, or text, totally up to you. In this new Gipper experience, we have made subtle changes to content requests like repositioning buttons and simplifying layouts to make it easier and faster to use. And as has been the theme today, we've improved the overall look and feel of content requests to make it a more beautiful experience on both light mode and dark mode. Again, we are so excited to put this brand new Gipper experience in your hands. You may be wondering though, when is this available? Well, if you're watching live, this will be rolled out tomorrow. So if you log in today and you don't see a difference, don't worry. Starting tomorrow, you will be using the new Gipper. And if you have any questions about that, definitely reach out to our support team. We are here to help. And one more thing before we wrap for the Q&A, we are not stopping. So I know it's the holiday season, but the Gipper team is pushing forward. We have more product updates to come. There's so much innovation happening within Gipper, and that is based on all of your feedback. So please don't stop reaching out to us with ideas, with feedback, with ways that we can help. We are focused on delivering an amazing customer experience and building world-class product. Thank you so much, and we'll now stop the presentation portion and we'll open up for a live Q&A. Thanks so much. All right. Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for participating in the launch event. I just have to say, seeing all of the excitement in the chat, seeing all of the different places across the country that everyone is from, is really amazing and honestly inspiring. So thank you so much. And as I said earlier, we're just thrilled to be able to be working on products that we can put into your hands to deliver you a better experience. I want to just say a reminder again, the brand new Gipper experience is coming tomorrow. So again, if you log into Gipper today, you don't see it, that's correct. There's nothing wrong. When you log in tomorrow, you will see the new Gipper experience and be able to take full advantage of it. And as mentioned, if tomorrow you have any issues, any questions, definitely reach out to our support and customer success team. We're here to help. But as you saw, it should not be anything new in terms of kind of a learning curve for you, just a better, easier, faster experience with Gipper. We have a bunch of different questions that we're going to get into in just a moment. Thank you to folks who are putting questions in the chat. But I wanted to say one just kind of heads up that for folks who are high school athletic directors working in high school athletic departments, we will be attending the upcoming NADC conference in Austin. So just a reminder, to come check out our booth. We're actually doing something again, which is pretty awesome. We're offering free professional headshots. So if you want a free professional headshot, come by booth 812. And then 8 p.m. Sunday, December 15th, is the return of our post-game party. So if you missed the last one, which was a huge hit, this is your opportunity to attend again at the NADC conference. There'll be free food and drinks. So please make sure to stop by. If it's not already happened, a link will be sent in the chat where you can get tickets for the post-game party and see all the other information about kind of meeting with us at NADC. But let's jump into the questions. So the first question here from Shannon, content collection, is that an extra paid service? Great question. So content collection is called content requests on Gipper. And this is the way to easily collect photo and video content from your community. This is available just in the Premier plan on Gipper. So Basic and Pro do not have access, but if you would like to learn more and you do not have Premier, definitely reach out to our team and we're happy to show you how it works. Okay, here's another question from Nicole. On newsletters, do you think that more than one person will ever be able to edit it at one time? Ryan, I'm going to kick it over to you to give some kind of updates on kind of sharing, I think, more broadly as well.
Yeah, absolutely. So we didn't share it necessarily in this webinar, but upcoming, early next year, one of the key focuses of ours is to continue to improve the platform around how everyone can collaborate together, whether it's on newsletters or even on graphics. So that's going to be a big focus of ours for 2025. And so that'll include the ability to collaborate and co-edit newsletters and graphics as well.
Awesome. And then there's a question from Matthew. Great name. Has the app experience been enhanced to have custom content graphics available to edit in the app? So that is not available today. In terms of the app experience, that has not changed today, but this is something that we are very much aware of and working on. So stay tuned. That's all I'll say for now. But this is something that, again, our team is actively working on. Another question from William, is there any easy way to add emojis to scheduled posts? So there's no native way within Gipper to access emojis and drop them in, but you can just copy and paste into your captions and use emojis, and you can use emojis in newsletters as well. So we see people doing that all the time. Just copy and paste is the best option for now. Chris, there's a great question about the ability to add the capability, which does not exist today, to export a newsletter as a PDF. Again, this is something, and Ryan, jump in if you want to add more detail. This is something that we are looking into, and so stay tuned. We've heard this feedback from a lot of folks, so this is something we're very interested in adding to the platform. The next question here, it would still be nice to have an embed code with newsletters for folks that are using sort of email marketing services, Blackbaud, HubSpot, and other tools. Again, kind of similar feedback here. There's certainly a desire to be able to help you do more with newsletters, and so these are things that we're looking at. No updates right now, Shannon, but again, stay tuned. A lot more to come when it comes to newsletters. Ryan, I'm going to kick this to you. There's a question from Sean about a range including alignment, aligning items central, middle, top, bottom.
Yep. So this is one of those items that are on our list right now as we're looking to prioritize the roadmap for next year. There's kind of a set of things that we still want to enhance and improve to make things faster and easier within the graphics editor. So this is definitely one of those items on the list. So stay tuned for more as we kind of get more clarity on exactly what we're going to be releasing, especially in the first half of next year.
Yeah. As I mentioned in the video, the brand new Gipper experience is really just a sort of stepping stone to a lot more innovation coming out of Gipper. And so, stay tuned for some new updates actually very soon, kind of early January. You're going to be seeing some new functionality within Gipper, and then lots more to come from there. So please keep providing this feedback because this is so helpful as we plan our roadmap and continue to kind of invest in building out Gipper to best serve your needs. There's another question here, and I think I saw it twice. I'm looking at a question from Mike, but someone else did ask this. Is there a video space someplace where you can access information to help manage and get better with all of this? I think Hugh from our team responded in the chat earlier, but you can definitely reach out to our customer success team. We offer virtual trainings. Our YouTube channel is becoming more and more of a place where you can find relevant information. So product demos, there's going to be kind of updated product demos with this new experience within the next week or so. And then we also have a lot more educational content that's going to help you when it comes to kind of larger kind of strategic thought when it comes to marketing, digital communication, whether that's social media, newsletters, or beyond. So the YouTube is a great place to go. And if the team could drop in a link to our channel, definitely recommend subscribing. There's going to be a lot more content added to YouTube as we move forward into next year. There's a question here, and I think it was answered in the chat. Frederica, I know this is likely a meta issue, but is there a way to add an Instagram account that is not associated with a personal account to Gipper? Ryan, I'm going to hand that to you.
Sure. So there's definitely some details in this that are going to be important. We can definitely follow up with more information, but it is a limitation on the meta side where in order to connect an Instagram account, that Instagram account needs to be connected to a Facebook page. So there's definitely more details that we could share about how exactly to go about doing that. We have a lot of great documentation, but yeah, there unfortunately is a limitation there due to Meta and how they've set up everything on their end.
Awesome. And I'm seeing some more questions come in. If the Gipper team wouldn't mind marking these so we can try to get to all of them if possible. There's another question here for those of us who work at the AD level over high schools and junior highs within a district. Do you foresee a way for us to make graphics brands for more than one school? Awesome question, Nicole. Thank you for that. I'm going to again hand it over to Ryan for some more information.
Sure. So yeah, this has been a big area of ours, especially as we've seen more and more organizations like yours come on board. And so definitely on a few different fronts. Number one, on the template side, we will soon be releasing more templates that are designed and oriented to help promote and celebrate multiple programs, multiple schools, where that district or that higher level organization can have its own branding. And then, of course, you can celebrate schedules and upcoming events, all that are school specific as well. So that's definitely an important aspect of ours. And then on the branding side of things as well, another area that we're looking into is just easier ways for you to manage brands, and in particular multiple brands. So having that ability to set up multiple logos and color combinations that you can then apply as needed as you start to promote various sub levels of your organization or schools.
Awesome. Ryan, I'm going to hand over another question. There's two kind of around the same topic, which is around iPad use of Gipper. Do you have an iPad friendly app? And then just kind of questions about iPad, app development generally.
Yep. Great questions. So we don't currently have plans to create an iPad specific app. But one of the things that we've started to do as a stepping stone towards better support for iPads and tablets in general is with this new light mode, with this new experience that we've introduced. A big focus of ours with this new experience is to continue to make it, more responsive and a better experience overall when using it on a device like an iPad. With the release tomorrow, there'll be some set of improvements. And then as we look to move forward, we want to continue that set of improvements to make sure that when you're using things on an iPad, especially on that mobile browser, that it works just the way you want it to.
Awesome. There's a couple of questions here that are sort of repeat. So I'm going to kind of answer again. There's questions around the mobile app. There's a question around Autobrand being, will Autobrand be added to the mobile app? And then there's a question about, are there new updates for the mobile app? The mobile app is something that we are actively working on improving and expanding. And so, this is something that you're going to see updates roll out for the next school year. But stay tuned for more information there. You'll definitely be hearing more about the mobile app, over the coming months. There's a question about Content Planner. Are there any plans to add the ability to tag or collab with other accounts on Instagram? Great question. We know collab posting is becoming more and more popular on Instagram. And so this is something that we're looking into. It's not something that's actively in development or is going to be released in the very near future. But as always, if other folks would like something like this, please drop it in the chat, reach out to us, because that helps kind of dictate how we prioritize. But so stay tuned, Mike, and kind of more information there. There's a question about Blue Sky, obviously a kind of a newer social platform, kind of a similar response there. We're always looking at how we can expand our social media management functionality, how we can make sure that you can truly run social media through Gipper entirely. And so we're always looking at new platforms, but there's nothing today, in development for a Blue Sky integration. Okay, a bunch of questions coming in here, so let me try to get through these. Can you attach a Google Drive to pull photos from, or what is the best way to use a hub of photos? So I'm not sure if this is specifically a question around content requests. If so, how content requests work is that the creator of the request can send a request to anyone they'd like just using that URL. So if you will have a unique URL for your request. And then when you send it to someone, let's say via email or over text, they'll be able to upload directly into it. They won't be able to just add a Google Drive link. They would have to download those files and then bulk upload them. You can definitely upload a bunch of files, but you can't just use the link directly. And if it's a question kind of broadly about the gallery on Gipper and just being able to store your photos, it's the same thing. There's no Google Drive integration today. We'd recommend just kind of downloading and then uploading that content in, as you hopefully saw in the demo today. That's a quick and easy experience. And then that allows you to leverage our graphics, our newsletters, our social media management and publishing to use those photos, those videos as you'd like. And you can definitely just use the gallery as a Google Drive replacement, unlimited storage, ability to store and organize all of your files. Branding question. With auto branding, could you make it possible to have it change Gipper High School to our school name automatically? Ryan, I'll kick that one to you.
Sure. Yeah, this is actually something that we've been actively looking into, where the same way at the click of a button you can apply your logo, your colors. We have heard people ask, can you just do the same for the school name or the organization name? Because that's often a field that's also on our graphics. So that's definitely something that we're looking into. So when we have more updates on that, we'll definitely keep you posted on that.
There's another question here from Amanda, and thank you everyone for these questions. This is awesome. I'd love to see the handles that you frequently use automatically show up when posting, so you don't have to type them in each time. Does that make sense? That absolutely makes sense. And I think there's other ways that we can help when it comes to kind of captions that you're creating on a kind of regular basis. So this is feedback that we've absolutely received, and kind of similarly, these are things that we're looking at building into the platform over time. So stay tuned. There's a question from Robert. I would love to see when you create a square post, it also creates landscape, portrait, all formats at the same time. Is that a possibility? It's definitely a possibility. It's not available in Gipper today, but I will say social media has really evolved over the last couple of years when it comes to optimal dimensions. The majority of the platforms that Gipper users are posting to now accept a variety of dimensions. And actually that portrait dimension is sort of the dominant social dimension today across all platforms. So if you're looking to sort of optimize for social media, and that's why you're looking to have multiple different dimensions, the sort of traditional dimensions that used to be optimal for X or Twitter, as an example, and Facebook aren't, and Instagram even aren't really the same as they were 3, 4, 5 years ago. And so you can actually be really effective in optimizing by just using that single portrait dimension. If I'm new to Gipper, this is a question from Eric. If you are new to Gipper, welcome. We're super excited to have you on board. But what is the best way to learn the product and grow in Gipper? Well, I would say absolutely, if you're a customer, take advantage, or even if you're just on a free trial, take advantage of reaching out to our team. We're happy to get on a virtual training session and to walk you through things if that is what you prefer. We know that some people prefer to sort of do things on their own. And so again, I'd point you to our YouTube channel. There's gonna be more and more content added there that's gonna be helpful. And we have a knowledge base that maybe the team has dropped in the chat already that has a lot of information as well. Ryan, is there anything you want to add there?
No, that's perfect.
Awesome. All right. David, there's a great question here, or really maybe a comment. I'd like to be able to communicate with other Gipper users and share graphics. That would be a great addition. Ryan?
Yeah, so similar to what I said about earlier about a big focus of ours being in improving sharing and collaboration as a whole. Very much so here with that work that we're looking to do early next year. It's really about making it as easy as possible for you to share graphics, collaborate on those graphics, the same way you can easily share and collaborate on things like Google Docs and other collaboration tools that you're used to using. We want to make Gipper just as easy, both on the graphic side as well as on the newsletter side.
Ryan, I'm going to kick another question your way. This is from Ted. Is there a way to make only my school approved fonts show up as options? Right now, I need to go through different fonts to find the right ones. Thanks.
Got it. Yep. So there could be a couple different directions that your questions go in. I'll start by saying fonts in general, the kind of like how you select them and how they're implemented today. We're definitely looking at creating easier ways for you to access the fonts. We're exploring features specifically like maybe the ability to favorite fonts, or to make sure that at least, if you set up workspace fonts, that those always show up at the top. So just ways to get those most used fonts or those school approved fonts always to show up at the top. More advanced capabilities like the ability to maybe lock down fonts or control or lock those things down are probably not something that we're looking into at this moment, but we're just looking right now at ways to just make it as easy as possible to take those fonts that you're most likely to use and just push them all the way to the top or pin them to the top.
Awesome. There's a question from Kendall. Any AI features coming down the pipeline? Would love to be able to upload a schedule, let AI sort the details out, also help create social media posts to ensure no grammatical errors. Ryan.
Sure. So yeah, we're always continuing to look at how we could possibly use AI to help ultimately save you all time. So these ideas that you've mentioned, as well as others, are definitely things that we're still looking into, whether it's saving you time creating graphics or saving you time as you create newsletters. But we definitely see a big opportunity for that. So as we kind of work through a lot of the details, we'll definitely keep you all posted.
Awesome. I think we've gotten through all of the questions. Is there anything that I've missed, Gipper team, Ryan? Want to make sure we're all set here. And thank you again for everyone being so engaged, asking awesome questions. I see some questions coming in, so I'm going to kind of wait here. Awesome. Okay. So I see a question about, there's another question about, schedule graphics and, is there a way to import them today? There's no way to import them today. But again, as Ryan said, kind of stay tuned there. And then there seems to be, this is a question about, from Jason, about the gallery. So Jason noticed file names are now showing in the gallery preview as part of this new Gipper experience. Jason, thank you for paying attention. There we go. Are those names searchable? Ryan, I'll kick that to you.
The short answer is yes. Those names are searchable.
And by the way, Jason, you're correct. That was not showing before. So that is unique to the new Gipper experience. Awesome. All right, folks. Again, massive thank you. This has been so awesome. Appreciate everyone signing on with us today live, all the amazing engagement, all the amazing questions. And look out tomorrow for the new Gipper experience. We're so excited to put it in your hands. And again, so much more coming to the Gipper platform. So stay tuned. We'll see you at the next event. Happy holidays. Happy New Year. We'll talk soon. Take care, everyone.